Hello, Franklin Country Day Camp listeners of the pod. Camp time is real time. This is Ty Friedman. I am the Beaver counselor and the counselor of theater, and I am here with special guest.
Hi, it's Shay. I'm back again for week 5.
Back again. Do you know what happens in week 5? We all get mustaches.
Every single person.
Yep, everyone had mustaches. CITs, assistants, counselors. Carrie had a beautiful handlebar mustache. But this is the first week of the last session. I thought it was a good group of people that came out, don't you?
Awesome week. We had a lot of new people, like people that are here just for session 3. So
yeah.
we had a whole new group of kids. And
absolutely.
It was awesome.
I know. We lost a lot of fun ones, but like new ones came in, and that's how it always goes.
And we started off really strong on Monday, where after flag, after all the introductions, we all went down to the bell and we started to dig up the time capsule.
The time capsule.
From way back in 2017.
Yeah. So as you know, we lost the original time capsule, but in 2017, we figured out that we can do one for 5 years later. Are we going to do a new one, do you think? Or is that like a later situation? Who could tell? That's a later project. Okay, it's not for us. But what was inside of that time capsule? There was like all types of. There was like pictures of them. There was magazines.
They wrote. Somebody made a list of how much everything cost all the way back in 2017.
Gas was a lot cheaper back then.
And somebody left a little video from the old video comes from 2017.
Yeah. Shay and Mike left one. There's a Butterfinger.
Yeah, the Butterfinger from 2017, and someone had to eat it at Sing.
Yeah, Bill took a bite. It was like definitely dusty and dirty inside when he cracked open it. But
let me tell, the time capsule was a bucket just with plastic over it.
Yeah,
so it was full of dirt.
Yeah, no, it would have been fine if he didn't just shovel through it. I think is the problem.
Yeah.
But we did. Why did we make Brendan do that? We made Brendan eat the Butterfinger from 2017. He deserved it.
Yeah,
That's why. That's why. Just because. That was pretty cool. And then it took us like a long time to kind of dig it up and look at all the things. There were some really fun pictures in it. Like all of my campers are now CITs this year, so there were it was really fun to look through some of them. Yeah. And
it was almost good that it was just from 2017 because I don't think it would have been as relevant to all the kids.
Yeah.
So a lot of them were still there, and at least counselors that they recognized. Mm-hmm. So that was good.
Yeah, that was a really good bit.
Yeah.
Was there a competition that day? No, it was busy on that day.
Relay.
Swim relay on that day?
But like a fancy one.
Yeah, they did a third swim relay. This time it was different strokes for each leg of the race, like a front crawl, breaststroke. Brendan has a beautiful breaststroke. Have you seen it?
He did the butterfly.
Oh, no, he did not. He did the breaststroke. That's his stroke.
Sorry.
Yeah, Luke did the butterfly.
I would never watch anybody with the heads in competition.
That's probably true. I'm sorry. If you saw the stroke, it was fantastic. I couldn't get enough.
And that was the only competition of the week not won by the heads. I think the assistants took that one home.
Yeah.
And then heads and CITs.
Yeah, well.
Yeah,
we had a lot of good competitions this week. We had
ice cream.
The ice cream eating competition.
We had blind chairing, which is so fun to be in and so fun to watch.
Yeah, the musical chairs blindfolded. It's it's good on both ends. Yeah, You've been in it before, right?
I have, and that one was won by CM, by Lily.
Oh, Lily.
Arts and crafts counselor Lily, who
she had a very stoic, very determined yet simple,
and it was checked that she couldn't see because we were doing the air punch to the face and she wouldn't flinch, but she just knew where every chair was. It was amazing.
She was incredible. She has it's that art senses,
right?
know?
Yes, yeah,
absolutely. And then
oatmeal.
We finally had the return of oatmeal. And it was so fun to be a part of it. He really let anyone be part of it that wanted to, and it was gluten-free oatmeal this time, which was a little bit stringier, I would say. And it wasn't on the hill or on the tarp or anything, but it was still a messy old time. And if you guys remember how oatmeal goes, because I actually forgot as we were doing it. It's we're all lined up, straddling each other, and then the person in the front takes the bowl of oatmeal and we pass it over our heads, and then every 20 or so seconds, there's like a beep, and the person in the front has to go to the back, and everyone has to move up.
And whoever passes the most oatmeal to the bucket in the back at the end wins. But most of it ends up on the ground, on yourself.
Yeah, it's all on yourself. It's great for the hair, actually.
And I didn't realize a lot of CITs and probably some assistants had actually no clue even what oatmeal was.
Yeah,
so not
it's been
a lot of them
banned for a
volunteered
while.
because they thought it was oatmeal eating. So that doesn't sound appealing to anyone.
No one wanted that.
So another head win. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was great. We did a really good job of that one. We have good techniques there. You know.
And unfortunately, a cool part about this summer is that the biggest turtle you've ever seen is in Minebrook.
Oh, yeah.
Which is awesome. Mr. T's back. Mr. T might be a girl. There's like little babies.
Wow.
But that meant we could not jump in the river after the comp, which was,
a little sad. That's like a big
sad,
part.
but it was okay. There's always camaraderie of the cleaning off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a good shower from us all. We all got to go in the pool.
Yeah. And we finally, week 5, broke the heat. And we had one double free swim day on Tuesday, and then it was like a lovely 70 degrees.
Finally.
Every day. And it reminds you of what summer should feel like. Yeah.
Oh,
and it was awesome.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Some great sings, I would say. A lot.
And the Friday show.
And then we had a great Friday show.
Sorry.
Well, go ahead. Well, you say it.
The first cool day, which maybe we could have used this on all of the hot days that we've had, but it still was super fun and exciting. Our good friends at Busy Bee.
Oh, right. Yeah, we had the big kahuna.
Yeah, a big water slide, huge inflatable slide came into camp by flag, and then one double slide for races, which is a super fun.
Do you know what I did during theater? We played running charades, but they had to run up and down the big kahuna in order to get to their team.
Yeah,
and then they would have to run back up again. And sometimes they would forget on the way what the word was, and then they would have to run back up again to me to find out.
I didn't know the name of it until we finally got to do it at troop time. So when my kids are saying, "Can we please do the big kahuna?" I'm like, "What could that even be?" Yeah.
Who knows? You don't know what you're asking
But the big kahuna was awesome. It was like the best thing I've ever seen.
The double slide was good too.
Yeah.
Both were great.
Yeah. And then Friday, there was an assistant dress-up day.
Pirates.
And the counselor. So much happened.
Oh, we actually here we are thinking that like nothing happened when we're thinking about.
The assistant dress-up as pirates. And it was an amazing
we were worried. We were worried going in because we were like, pirates, like what are they going to do? And I said, I'm going to need like, characters. I want to know like where they're from, what their intentions are. And they delivered. Sladen. I mean, come on. Aiden did so well. We had Mason did great. Jack Sparrow dancing.
Scurvy with McCurvy sword.
McCurvy sword.
Yeah.
There was some really fun. They all came up and they all told a different version of the same joke. What's the pirate's favorite letter? C. Not R. And R. And H.
And maybe he doesn't even know the pod exists, but big shout out to brand new assistant Aiden.
Yeah.
We love you, Aiden.
We love you, Aiden.
He really came out of his shell this week.
He really did a great job.
He was forced to sing a song. And
yeah, he did do a person placer thing.
He really won me over. I mean, he already had my heart, but he won me over.
Yeah, he really won it over. Yeah. And then we had the big counselor hunt, and this time it was the counselors who had to hide.
The head counselors.
Yeah, it was really exciting. And we had a lot more of us get found, I would say. We had some like the big ticket items. I mean, we had like Kelly, who was like a 34.
She was the golden girl, and they threw Sue in there.
And then at the last moment, Sue jumped in, and she was 43 points.
And you know who found the most groups?
The Cubs. And they were having the time of their lives. They were prouder than they've ever been of like anything that they've done. They found Kelly, and then they found the Sue, and then they found like 3 other people too. I mean, it was unbelievable what they did. It was so big. Brady was like running them around, and he has like such like a face of like a 6-year-old also.
Fire
like,
behind the eyes.
Yeah, it's exactly that.
And there was a lot of good, like Mike was in a full ghillie suit hiding. Like the heads took it very seriously. Someone, I won't say who, was building a box for themselves to hide in for the whole summer.
Ask us from last week.
Yeah.
Immediately realized you could not breathe.
I would like to mention that I was not found one of the 6 counselors.
Yeah. I was up on the roof of the theater drinking chocolate milk out of my nose, something I say to all the kids about something we don't do at theater. It's one of my very important rules. It was broken for the exact day. And we had a really great show. Mike and Colby. The theme this week was Roll Over, Beethoven. which could have meant anything. But we had a really great show. Mike played Beethoven, and Colby played Harry Styles.
Obviously.
But Mike had this like amazing German accent, and he was deaf the entire time. I mean, he's like one of the best hosts out there. So he's like so funny about it.
Two of our, big counselors, Mike and Bill, are getting married in the fall. Ty did a whole wedding flash mob, obviously, for them. That got all of his Biebers and every head counselor involved. And we did kind of like a, I
don't know if you've seen
Bruno Mars song into the Office dance, Chris Brown, flash mob.
But, it was like all inspired for like when I was a camper, Sam was getting, when I was a camper at like the first like flag, they were all introducing themselves, and I think this is like a vivid memory that I still have of camp. Sam Cowell was he was only like 16 at the time. He was an assistant, but he said, "My name's Sam, blah blah blah, and I'm about to get married to the most beautiful girl in the world." And then I forget who the girl was, Leanne, I think is what he said was her name, but. And then it turned out that they were going to get married. And then we had like a moment during our day where we had the fake wedding. And then at the last moment, Adam Carlson, Sam's best friend, drove up the car and stole the girl. And that's imprinted on me for like the rest of my life. So this was like a little bit of an homage to that, a little camp classic for you classic listeners over here. Do you guys remember that part?
And Ty definitely referenced that with two assistants who were trying to get married to Mary Panciaco.
Yeah, so the whole week we had them like put little like crumbs about it.
And then basically she was like, "We're too young to get married." A funny line. "Are any old people getting married right now?" And then we brought Mike and Bill up, and it was really sweet.
Yeah, it was a really sweet moment. And I didn't even tell the counselors what to do. I said, just go down. You have 8 counts. You have like 2 counts of 8. Make it fun. And so it was a surprise to me, and they all just like killed it. It's probably the last flash mob of the summer, because honestly, gotta tone it down, Ty. Come on.
Yeah, but that was Friday, and it's already about to be week 6 tomorrow.
Can you believe it goes so quick? But we have like the best troops, and everyone's like so happy. It's been such a good summer, I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
One of the best. Yeah. Was that everything? Do you think we got it all? Did we get all the counselor competitions? We got all the time capsule stuff.
Yeah, I think
we got all the crazy moments. We got the mustaches.
Yes.
Was there animals there? I don't know.
Next, a lot of stuff coming up this week. Freeze dance, obviously.
Oh yeah, we gotta do freeze
Dancing with the Stars.
Lots to do.
Battles coming up.
Oh boy.
And a final video. I can't believe it's almost already over.
I know, it goes by too quick, especially on this last week, but it's been exciting. It's been a great summer. We're lucky to have gotten to do it, and I hope you guys have all enjoyed it too.
Welcome back to Camp Time is Real Time. This is the Week 5 recap show, days 21 through 25 of camp, kind of in the home stretch right now. It started a new session, which that's always exciting, especially like kind of the first 2 or 3 days. It's like, oh, it's a brand new batch of campers. You're getting to see who are some new faces, who are some familiar faces who were there the previous year. I was like, oh, they're back. That's always a very exciting time for me, but I also assume other counselors and campers as well. Also, I am not Sarah. What? I am Fink. I am doing the recap show. It is just me. I am recording this while my parents are out shopping during the tax-free weekend. So day 21 started a new session. It was a good day. I don't really remember what really happened that day. It was the kind of introducing rules again, and one of my favorite times of the first day of the session is the camp tour, because I don't have to do anything. I'm like, all right, it's a 15-minute, maybe 20-minute period of time where I walk from flag to the stables, and then I just goof around. Maura and I don't really do much of anything during that time. Then we have the kids come to first activity, and it's always a grand old exciting time for the kids, because it's like, oh, video, whoa, real fun times. I don't remember what happened day 21. Who cares about that day? Day 22 is the real exciting day because that was the big reveal of the time capsule that was buried in 2017. Real long period of time of a whole 5 years. Now, I was there when it was buried. I remember it being buried. I remember I stood next to Lauren Healy, who was an assistant at the time. I think I was a CIT. Maybe I was an assistant. I don't even remember. So I guess maybe 5 years is long enough for a time capsule. So they dug that up and they did the whole big reveal at Sing, with all the newspapers that were in there, photos of tribes, which were called tribes then. Now they're called troops. And it was very cool. I wasn't there for it, actually. I was in the video room, but or part of it. The first part I missed. The second part I came back, and they were showing all the things during Sing, and they had a Butterfinger that was 5 years old. Billy took a bite out of it, and then they gave it to Brendan, the assistant, to eat it. And Brendan did a very good acting job of making it be gross. And also in that time capsule was a video. It was a DVD that the video counselors in 2017, there would be Mike and Shay. They made a DVD in there that was like, oh, what's going to be on this DVD? It's going to be a big reveal. And Mike and Shay remember what it was. And Mike was very excited to have everyone see it, and Shay was not. So it was very exciting with that. I was actually Sam gave me more of the DVD, and I was the first one to watch it, and I was so happy to see it because it was like 15 seconds long. It shows like at the beginning, it shows like, attention, this is only to be viewed 5 years later. And then it's a video of Mike and Shay dancing. They're wearing like some costumes and they're like playing some instruments, and there's like a song playing in the background. And then the word butts goes across the screen. And I was the one to tell Sam that, all right, so this video is 15 seconds long. And Sam thought it was hilarious, but it was just like, all right. And Sam was like, we're still gonna play it though, because it's really funny and we're gonna hype it up to be something really cool. So like we got like the DVD player ready, and then we played that video on Wednesday in the morning. And I don't know, to be honest, I don't exactly know what the audience's reaction to it was, because it really was uh it was 15 seconds long. And it looped actually. And yeah, it was a real fun and dandy time. I don't know what the campers really thought of it. But Sam thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. Maura thought it was funny. So I considered that a success. And that was also the day that they put this really nice plaque in the ground near the bell. It says 2022 on it, Franklin Country Day Camp. It's very shiny. They put the little nice rock border around it. It looks really great. Day 24 was a really jam-packed day. We had the Counselor Hunt Head Counselor edition. I was found third, which is better than being found first. I'm proud of that. So that's all good in my book. I wish I wasn't found, but Plan A didn't work, unfortunately, of where I wanted to hide. So I had to resort to Plan B, which was not nearly as good. So I was found pretty quick. The Cubs, I believe, found me, and they found a lot of people. They found Kelly. They found Sue. They found a lot of people that were worth a lot of points. Yeah, I was worth 14, which isn't all that much, but Kelly is 32 and Sue is 42, which is a lot. Those are a lot of points. And I believe the Cubs got a total of 104, just in that one round of Counselor Hunt. And Team Blue ended up winning. There were only 6 counselors that were not found. It would be Billy, Mike, Hillary, Shay, Cam, and Tristan. And Hillary is only worth 1 point, the ever elusive 1 point. And everyone else was found. Colby was found first. He tried to hide behind a fridge, and that didn't work. He was found immediately. And he was the one who wanted the location of the start of Counselor Hunt to be moved somewhere else, because he wanted to hide in the stables, and he was found first. Was it worth it? I say yes, it was. Maura got stung by bees in the woods. All good, though. It was a grand old time. Sam was very nice to us to bring back Think with Think for just the 50th anniversary. Won't be doing that again this year. I think it's going to be a one and done. That was a thing I did from 2014 to 2019 when I was a CIT and assistant counselor, but that has since retired since I've become a head. So we brought that back that day so my dad would see what Think with Think is all about, because he didn't really quite get what it was all about. Because I try to explain it to my parents, and they're like, "Well, why is that funny?" But now my dad kind of gets the gist of it a little bit, and we called him up for a double Think with Think, which is very exciting. And what was probably the biggest event of the day was the Green Hat Club ceremony, where counselors who have been at camp a long time will join the club and receive their very own green hat. There were 6 of us this year inducted: Rachel, myself, Maura, Cam, Colby, and Tristan. It's such an honor to be a part of this club, something that I always wanted to be in as a kid, and now I'm in it, living the dream, making memories, changing lives. And I gotta say, though, Sam always does such a great job at introducing everybody. He's a very good hype man, with all people getting called up to be part of the club. And then we had the little photo in front of the big oak by flag. That was very nice. And then we carried on our day. But yeah, that day was so much fun. And also my dad seeing me get inducted in the Green Hat Club meant a lot to him, meant a lot to me. And then Friday, day 25, it was the big show for all the kids that they got to perform. I was in the video room for most of it. I saw maybe 4 skits. I had to be a part of the tie skit where he made us all dance. I memorized every dance move. I studied really hard all night to get it all right, and that was a good day. I got a lot of work done. So yeah, that was week 5 recap. I probably missed some things because I probably wasn't there for it. I was in the video room working real hard on that video for big session 3. Gotta be the big finale for the 50th year. Working hard, playing hard, feel good, play good, and other expressions of similar effect and meaning.
All right, we're back with Aiden and Quinn talking about week 5 at camp.
I did games. Games, cool. Games, very cool. Interesting. What else did you do?
I had archery.
Oh, what did you do?
My first shot, bounced off the red. It bounced off the target.
Wow.
I did games and theater. And I did music, practice music. But a camp day, there was no thing with the whole group, just theater.
How is the counselor hunt? Who ended up winning?
Team Blue.
Oh.
And Ty is on, Aiden is on Team Blue, and Red is X out.
Who did Blue find?
Squirrels.
You're on Team Blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
We found my friend AJ found Scott. We almost walked right over him. He was in a tree at theater.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend Brody, they're 2 best friends.
Tell us about the big water slide.
There was big kahuna and a double splash, which you could go left or right.
Oh, and there was a splash at the bottom?
Yeah.
That tracks. Did it feel good for it finally not to be very, very hot?
Yes.
Kobe, I hope you remember me.
All right, that's a wrap from us.
All right,
Bye-bye.
signing off. You want to whistle?
I can't.
You can't whistle either.
No, I can't whistle.
No, you can whistle. Dude.